That episode's stupid.
It wasn't terrible. I mean, we got to see a new location, new characters. That's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I always love it
It
when
wasn't
two
terrible.
characters are.
It was great. I like
It was awesome.
I always
I
love
love
it when
magical MacGuffins.
I
guys,
always love it when it's Georgia.
always
So
love
there,
it
that
when
concludes
there's
this review. So I mean, I thought it was a good episode. I wish I knew. I don't have any notes or anything. I don't have anything to talk about.
You're in denial, little
It's
shot.
pretty self-explanatory. Two feuding families, and they eventually become friends. We also
That-
have
I
coming.
like how it was rednecks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
No,
Georgia
rednecks
style.
versus hillbillies. There's a giant difference. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like every single TV show
Yeah.
ever has done this story, though. So
Oh yeah, don't forget about the
Right.
stupid cake gag. That was stupid.
the Trojan cake.
Oh yeah, the Trojan cake. That was like a reference to Troy.
Are we thinking about something else? Wait, what, Trojan cake? I've never heard of that.
No, the Trojan cake. That was from Troy.
I've
If
never
It was
heard
a
of it.
reference
Red
to the
history.
Trojan horse, but in a horse program, they didn't make the Trojan horse reference a horse.
Yeah, it should have been a horse. Like that would have worked. Why didn't they do that?
It would doubly make sense it being a horse.
Yeah.
Who
It is a-
apologizes with a horse?
Them apparently.
I do.
Troy.
What?
Troy.
The whole episode was predictable.
Okay.
Yeah, it
You're
was kind
predictable.
of. It is kind of sad how the show is using more and more cliched storylines. I mean, like, there's nothing. I mean, it still has good animation, characters are
I
lovable
wouldn't
and all
mind if they
that,
were
but
better.
the storylines are just getting a little bit.
I wouldn't mind if they were actually better.
Weaker.
Yeah, and it's new writers. I noticed there's 2 writers for this episode. That's the SpongeBob syndrome when we get more writers and less
Oh
quality.
God.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
God. Why can't we?
Wait,
Why can't we stick with Megan McCarthy or Josh Haber? They're the better writers.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
like
no.
how they wrote Book Horse.
Has
They wrote
anyone
Book Horse
noticed?
well.
I think Megan McCarthy is credited as like a co-producer now instead of just producer or whatever.
She must have
Now
up too
the
many times.
the producer now is the head of Hasbro Studios, not
Yay for
Megan McCarthy.
Hasbro.
Oh my God.
I think I saw that correctly. So
The show's ruined. Goodbye. I'm leaving the fan.
yep, live in the Phantom, abandoned ship.
Oh, this whole episode was just predictable.
Oh wow, we have like a lot of viewers. We have like twice as many viewers as we usually have.
Yeah,
They think-
we get
they think-
1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I-
Hello
I feel
everyone.
my favorite.
I
Hi.
think we're streaming the episode.
Oh, well, is that what usually happens? I thought we usually get like 10 viewers. Anyway, we're not streaming the episode. Go away.
Yeah, you saw what happened last time.
Yeah, that's why we weren't streaming to this channel for so long. It's because we actually had a strike. So this is the first week we're back after a month of having a strike. So hooray!
Hooray.
Hooray,
No,
November.
Drop like 2 or 3 viewers now.
No, I think it just did. But anyway, is there anything else to say about the episode? Any funny
It
moments?
sucked.
No. Let's try to be
There
positive.
was Turtle. Best moment ever.
Yeah.
I was still waiting for a Chuck Testa joke in this episode.
Tootsie, was
I was waiting for the cake is a lie joke, but that
Was-
never happened.
there anything in it that you liked, Tootsie Roll?
All I saw was that it's the hillbillies versus rednecks. Because
Plus-
one of them here's how you can tell. One of
We've
them
known
like
about
the prince.
Rednecks, though, haven't we?
No, one of them like the princess, which rednecks do like the government, but it's hillbillies who don't like anything to do with government.
I did not know that.
You really didn't know that? That's a huge difference between the two.
Huh.
That's the
My-
only difference between the two.
My little Confederate, judging is racist.
No, this whole episode, okay, it's confusing because wasn't there a
If you want to
Christmas
bring
episode?
race into
No.
it, one of the sides was purple and the other one was like more of a lighter shade. One was
No,
literally
guys.
all dark palette and the other one was all light palette.
No, didn't we learn from an episode, like, I don't know, back in season
1.
I think 1 or 2, that whenever ponies fight, there's, I don't know, some stupid horse wind magic thingy that comes over there and puts ice across the land? Why did that never happen?
Oh, that was just in that
No.
one location.
And how did the animals,
See,
how
well,
did
the thing
the animals
is,
know what was
they
happening?
didn't show up because no one had won the battle yet, and those are Wendigos.
No, we're not doing that again.
No, one other thing. How did the animals know when that town looks like it's been there for a very, 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 very,
You
very
obviously
long
don't
time?
realize how long turtles can live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what was the question? I dropped out for a second.
I was asking, how can the animals already know about what happened when the town's been there for like a very, very long time?
Don't realize how long.
Because there was a turtle. That's how.
Because he thinks it's best episode.
They pass the story down generation to generation.
Because they were told by a squirrel, and the squirrel is just nuts.
Hey, just like what the writers did.
No, cut that out,
Oh.
Draco.
I got
I
a
do like
question.
how-
One other question I
That
have.
was last week.
One other question I have is I understand it's a kid show, but why in the world do they have to rely on food for a war? Couldn't they like use something else?
Actually, there was some physical violence. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
They were
not
punching
really.
each other.
Not really. It was more like it was more of that cartoony like cloudy rumble.
Well, that's
type.
about as violent as a TVY show can get.
I mean,
Guys, I have
did you
a question.
not?
Is it bad that I thought Luna was behind the pumpkin?
Wait, what?
I thought Luna would be behind the pumpkin because
Oh
of Lunar Eclipse, as she fired
Oh.
pumpkins.
Fun doubling.
Gosh, get out of here.
Triply
This isn't
fun.
the first time we've seen the fire or the pumpkins fired, but I don't know. It just seems kind of. I understand it's a kid show, and I understand they can't get too violent, but I just find it. I don't know. I just get annoyed with the whole pumpkin food fight.
So so you think the solution would have been more violence?
Yes.
Because violence.
Wow.
is
It
fun,
makes it a
kids.
lot better.
So which are you, Tootsie Roll, the hillbilly or the Hicks?
Roll out the
I'm not-
tanks.
I'm not any. Okay.
Much
Whole
more
episode
that.
felt kind of dumb. It just felt like an old rehash of the Christmas episode.
You know, but it would have been fun if they gave
Seriously?
each side like a little more personality and had bronies trying to like pick sides or something, and then I don't know, make it more interesting.
Please, the writers aren't that clever.
Well, they have been been pretty amazing in the past, but I think these are new writers.
That's why we're
right?
here, because
Yeah.
they were good writers. Or they were.
So I have written down Joanna Lewis and one other person whose name starts with K, but I couldn't write it down in time. Anybody
Carrie.
recognize those names?
Carrie,
No.
Cal, Kevin.
No.
It was Christine or something. I don't know. New writers, as far as I can tell.
Well, have they started? Or
I don't
like-
know. Now I gotta check.
oh,
if,
the power of Google. Anyway, you know, I feel like the writers took all over with that style of I don't know. I feel like this episode was kind of like they can't agree on each other.
I do with all these random
we've
words.
seen that
and just
Oh,
before.
sentences
it looks like
sentences.
the second name did Castle, Sweet Castle, Rarity Investigates.
Oh, no wonder it sucked.
And then the other one did. Oh, they did the same. Are they like related or something? But they
No
did
wonder
the
they
same.
sucked.
Maybe they're a team because of the way
Yeah.
they sell scripts.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Okay, if you ever meet one of the writers, what would you say to them?
Hey, I like your
I-
episodes and
I
all, but you're
can't
gonna,
read.
I'll be like, hey, I like your episodes and all, and I think you're an okay writer, but M.A. Larson beats you.
Yeah, M.A. Larson, he really goes the
M.A.
extra
Larson.
mile.
M.A.
He-
Larson is the only good writer, or M.A. Larson and Megan McCarthy are.
Amy King,
And
no,
Josh
Amy King
Haber.
Rogers.
Don't forget my OG,
Yeah.
Josh
No,
Haber.
I can't say Amy Keaton Rogers because she's no longer with the show.
No, but that doesn't mean that doesn't nullify
We
all
have-
she's done.
We have one more episode.
We have
That
one
is
more
written, that we
episode,
haven't
and it's
seen.
by Amy Keaton Rogers.
Wait, one more.
And it's the next one.
One more
This
before
is
the
the
season
final
finales.
one.
Well, no, it's like 3 more if you include the 2-parter, right?
Yeah.
We
Oh,
really-
I'm not
I
going to
don't
be
think-
here for the
I
main
don't think you wrote
attraction. I
that.
heard that one's going to be good.
No spoilers. All right, so
I-
are we? Let's wrap up the review for the Hooffields and McColts. You want to jump into ratings?
No.
Yes. No. Okay,
Not
Draco.
really.
Why not?
because it sucked.
No, it didn't. It didn't suck.
It wasn't horrible, but I feel
It was
bad giving it-
atrocious.
I feel bad giving it like an 8 when in the past couple episode reviews I've given ones that are less questionable like 7s and a 6.5.
Yeah.
I don't hate the episode. There is just I don't know. I think the only part I liked about or I don't know. Maybe if I rewatch it, it'll be nice. But I did like the little balloon in the beginning. That was
I
not-
just like
Save your
conflict.
rating. I want to see your rant.
I just like watching people in conflict. So
Well,
So-
you're a horrible person.
Oh wait. Oh, I just realized.
I never
Tyler,
said I wasn't.
Sonic Crew's in here to keep down our average rating, so I'll write it down. I
Oh,
guess. What's your
yeah.
rating, Draco?
8.
All right. Drummer Shy.
Typical My Little Pony episode. It was good. Could have been better. I think the idea of with the hillbillies and the rednecks, it was kind of like but this episode could have been better. I have high hopes for the next 2 episodes. I'm gonna give this episode a 7 out of 10. It was okay.
All right. Lego Dude.
Alright, I'm actually going to give an honest review this time.
Are you telling me that you've been lying to us this whole time?
That's what I was saying.
Apparently.
Well, you remember what happened last week?
No. I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
I've been too busy playing Fallout to have any memory at all.
No.
Anyway,
I'm editing.
it was kind of nice, but at the same time, it was kind of dull. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
All right,
Wow.
Danatron.
I really enjoyed this one. If it had been any other two characters that went, I would have given it a low rating. However, I really loved Twilight's character, and I was starting to forget why I loved her. And then the writers here, they wrote a Dorkable Book Horse so well.
Yeah.
I just really like how they wrote her. 9 out of 10. Anyone who can get Tara
Wait.
Strong to say Skitty Bobby.
Wait, 9 out of 10?
I think.
Yes.
Wow.
I think
My
she's.
ratings have less consistency than
Oh,
Tara's
I
than
think
that.
for those of you who have like periscopes, follow her because she does this weekly periscope stream, so you can ask a request for her to do that.
About Twilight?
Yeah.
All right, Tootsie Roll, do you want your rant to be like second to last or save it
Sure.
for towards the end, or do you want to go now?
Let's do it last.
I'm going to do mine last because I'm going to close. But
Have Turtle.
yeah, Turtle Pain.
Okay, so my internet's dropping in and out, so I don't know if I can actually talk. But I want to say 10 out of 10 because there was a turtle and be done. But at the same time, like, this episode was actually genuinely good with characters, but the story was just boring to me. Like, the actual conflict, the
Yes.
heart of what they were
I'm
trying
gonna
to
have
tell
to
was
agree
told
with
so many
Turtle.
times.
I'm gonna have
Um,
to agree with
Let
her.
Turtle
So,
finish before you
Like,
agree with
the
him.
characters and stuff, that's one of the biggest things of, like, what people have said about My Little Pony is the characters are strong. And yes, they were strong here. But the story that they try to tell is so overtold and so overdone that it kind of bored me. So I'm going to say like 5 out of 10.
Oh, wow. So, wow, yeah, that's considering how
Yeah,
good the
I didn't
characters were.
remember
It
that
must
much.
have
Reasonable
been pretty bad
rating.
to knock it down.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
marked it down a lot.
MC Jam.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna say the rating 7 out of 10. Don't know why, I just feel like it.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh. Don't know why. 7 out of 10.
All right.
All right,
ladies
Tootsie, it's
At
time
least I can
for...
remember
and
this
gentlemen,
episode.
the ranter.
Yeah, it's time for
Tootsie
your
Roll
rant.
2.
Alright, fine. I haven't been here in a while, so I'm a little rusty. Alright, I'm just gonna have to say this. The episode I felt was entirely lazy. I thought, okay, compared to the last episode where we had like nice animation and like shading and all this one right here just felt like kind of bland with the animation, like wasn't really much done with it. Who cares? It's a Little War episode. I will agree with Danatron that Twilight and Fluttershy were nice, but this whole episode was so predictable. No, the beginning of the episode, 2 characters get called. One of them's a nerd, the other one's super shy. All right, the whole episode's gonna start out. They're gonna try to talk to each other's side and see what the problem is. They can't figure out what the problem is. Then I don't know. I didn't get this. The one thing I didn't get right was that the animals were gonna explain it. The next part, oh crap! Sorry, I'm like dying over here. The next part, Twilight freezes, and then the animals tell them. Then after that happens, how do I put this?
They all die.
And they all
Die.
died. The end.
No, like the animals tell them, and then no, the animals tell him. The whole episode just felt like it was just building up to a speech because Fluttershy. Here's how you can predict it. Fluttershy barely has any lines in the episode, and I was like, oh, she's gonna have like a major speech, and then everyone's gonna make up and have babies. Blah blah blah.
No, but
I
that's
felt the
how,
episode-
that's
No,
how
I
it
felt
always
like the
ends.
whole- Yeah, that's stupid. Can we get something different? I don't care about these 2 writers. They wrote 2 of the crappiest episodes
Actually,
that are made.
they're not actually new writers. I was wrong. They wrote for season 4, I think it was, or was it 5?
It doesn't count. They wrote Castle Sweet Castle. That's already terrible. I feel like this episode was just an absolute piece of horse.
Classic Tootsie
My
Roll.
rating for this episode is going to be probably a 3 out of 10.
Ouch.
No changing or anything, but that's just how stupid this episode was. I want something different.
You're gonna
I want
like
to be
watch.
surprised.
You're gonna watch it again and be like, oh, it's not so bad.
It's horrible. This is so horrible. I can see maggots in the horse poo of this episode. That's how bad it is.
Slow down, angry video game.
The episode just aired, and all the feces is already like building up with Troshan's DNA.
I didn't even catch that last part, but okay. I guess it's time for mine. I don't know how I can top that.
I peed my
I feel like you
pants.
should go before
I
Tootsie.
don't think you should, actually.
I peed my pants.
Oh, okay, you have a bladder problem.
All right. I guess it's my turn for my serious review. My very serious review. No laughing aloud.
Very serious.
It's yellow.
No, I mean, it's all
Muy
pretty much
serioso.
all that has to be said has been said about how the storyline is incredibly cliched. Every single TV show in the world has done the same storyline, same intro, conflict resolution. All that's the same. But of course, I don't think we've ever seen Twilight and Fluttershy episode together like that. So that was an interesting
Yes, we
dynamic, and I like the characters and all. So I would put this just barely slightly above average, and usually when I like an episode but didn't love it, I give it a 7. So I'm going to give this one a 7.5. So that's my rating.
5 out of 10.
So wait, yeah, the average would be like 6.5 then. All
Yeah,
of
it
our
was
ratings.
pretty terrible. I would be
that's-
shocked if everyone had like 1 out of 10 for this episode.
No, it wasn't that bad though. I think that our average was just skewered or whatever by Tootsie Roll.
I didn't help it
yeah,
either.
Heavily
I
skewed
I
by
gave
the
it
one
like a
angry
half.
person.
Yeah.
I still filled the episode.
Well, what did you guys in the
Dang.
chat think? I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was a
They-
good
they
episode.
gave it a rough-
Everybody
7
was
out of 10
saying
is fine.
8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, and then some people said 4 and 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I've been watching the chat.
All right, I guess that'll wrap up the review portion of this episode, this live stream. I want to thank you all for coming out. We do this every week. There's a new episode. Of course, the season's coming to a close, so who knows what we're going to do after that. But hope to see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh, bye.
Bye.
Bye.